Hi, this is India with Bags and Lifestyle, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning person, thank you so much. Welcome to you. When I tell you I'm so aggravated with myself right now, I literally was about to download my video that I recorded on this item and deleted the footage because I was just trying to be really good about cleaning up my storage space anyway on my iPad. So I'm re-recording this video and it probably will be a lot shorter because I'm aggravated and I'm so mad I gotta redo this. But anyway, so if anybody has a YouTube channel out there, I'm sure they have done this at least once before, and I'm hoping this is the only time this happens to me. But anyway, as you can see from the title, this video is going to be over the Lowe & Sons Pearl. It's going to be an update video. What inspired me to do this video was I had received several questions. Some of them were these questions repeated, and oops, sorry, my phone is I will call my mom back in a second. We need to get this done. All right, so like I said, I received several questions and thought I would record a video. So thank you so much to the people out there that have asked me questions. I uploaded my Lowe & Sons video a while ago, and I don't even know how long it's been out there, but it's definitely been a decent chunk of time, and I still get questions, which I really, really love. I'm loving the fact that people are finding the video and actually wanting to ask questions, and so many people have complimented my video and told me that it was very detailed, so I appreciate every single person that has watched it. I will link it up above here if you want to see this, that video, and wanted to get a little bit of a backstory. But quick spill here, this is my second Lowe & Sons item, and so I will go over the top questions or all the questions that I've been asked so far. Hopefully this will help you out. So first up will be, like I said, this is my second Lowe & Sons bag, and in that video I talked about my 5-year wear and tear review of the Napa leather. So I had it in black, so went over kind of that, so definitely watch the video if you want more detail. And one of the questions that I get most is, which one do you prefer between the Napa or the Saffiano? When I checked the Lowe & Sons website to re-record this video, there are a lot more Saffiano colors than there are of the Napa leather. I will say that I prefer the Napa leather over the Saffiano, and these are my reasons why. The Saffiano, while you think about it and you know that it kind of basically has this finish on it that makes it more hard wearing, more durable, and less scratches. The Napa leather that I had bought several years ago was very durable and sturdy. Obviously, if I scratch the Napa, I likely won't scratch the Saffiano, but I liked the Saffiano because I liked that it was more malleable and not as rigid as the Saffiano finish. So when I use this bag, I use it strictly for travel, and I am not concerned about it getting dirty, where it's sat, anything like that. Pretty much all the time it goes on the floor under the plane. When I tell you there is no other handbag in my collection that I would stick on the floor under the plane except for this bag, I'm completely telling you the truth. Otherwise, it would be in like a protective bag and then under the seat, but it won't be just bare carpet on leather. That's not happening. So, but I don't mind doing that with this bag because this bag is my workhorse travel bag. So the Saffiano, as I'll push on the sides here, you can see it does not collapse. Obviously it's going to collapse a little bit, but really the structure really stays in place, and that's a great benefit if that's what you're going for. But for me, my personal preference is the Napa leather because I'm not worried about how I stuff my bag, and I put a lot of stuff in here when I'm traveling, and it likes to bulge out in weird ways. When I pack my Saffiano the same way I would have with my Napa leather, it bulges, it looks funny, it'll protrude out like the zipper will do like a snake move, it'll look like that. So it looks very ugly and not very attractive the way that I pack it, and I feel like even though the bulges will still be there with the Napa leather will give some and stretch some, where this bag is just going to try to do the best that it can with what it has. So for those reasons, I prefer the Napa leather. So it totally depends on you if you're deciding between the two, whether you want something more rigid or whether you want something that's softer structure, basically. I will say that this one probably falls over less when I'm on the airplane versus the Napa. I think it's easier for this one to stay upright, which is nice. But you do have the snaps here, which you can secure your items in as long as you haven't overly stuffed it. Moving on from that, now that I mentioned the snaps, let me get to a more recent question that I received, which I didn't think about this when I was getting the bag. So I had to actually go test this out before I answered that person's question. So thank you so much for asking that question. If you're watching this video. So the snaps, there are 3 snaps on the inside, and I'm going to snap these closed really quick. Now it's empty, so, but I snapped it closed really easy. But you'll notice here that it's easy to open and close the snaps. Now, one thing that I had just recently thought about was the fact that if you're wearing it crossbody, like you notice I had to use both hands to close it. Now, if I'm wearing it crossbody, I may have something in my other hand and may not be able to use both hands to snap my bag closed. So you may have to press it against your person and align it. So it would be harder to close it with one hand. However, it is not hard to open it with one hand once your items are closed, once your bag is closed. So that is something to consider, that if it's across your body and you snap it closed, you need both hands. And to open it, you only need one. The snaps are secure, but they're this perfect mesh of being strong enough to keep the bag closed, but not so strong that, you know, you feel like you got to be Hulk Hogan ripping your shirt off from the 1990s and the 80s wrestling matches when you want to get this thing open. So hopefully that helps answer that question. Other question I got was around the crossbody strap. So I am not a small girl. I am curvier. I am short. But also I am smaller up top than I am on the bottom. And so crossbody is going to fit people different ways. I do not have a lot of boobature. Some people are more top heavy. So those are all factors to consider. But what I wanted to do is pull up the specs from the dimensions of the measurements of the strap. What I advise that person to do, because that person was a lot taller than me and I'm not that person's size. So I can't tell them how it fit on, well, how it will fit on them versus me. So the advice I gave them was, take the measurements, which I gave them, which are on the website. And the nice thing is they do have 3 different size models. So obviously it's just 3 different size models, so it's not going to answer every question, but at least you can kind of see how it fits on those different sizes. I don't know if they mentioned the height. So that is the other thing where it doesn't really talk about that, which obviously the taller you are, the more length you need, or the curvier you are, the more length you need. So those are other factors in there. But as I'm looking at the website, they have a model as a pants size 2, size 6, and then a model at size 10. So, you know, take what you will with that information. And I advise take a strap and use the same measurements and see if that strap fits on you well. If it works for you and it fits within the measurements of the pearl, then that should work for you if you were to buy the pearl. Now, the measurements of the pearl strap are at the minimum length, it's 30.5 inches. And then at the maximum length, it's 60. So it's pretty generous. It almost doubles in size. So hopefully that helps with the strap drop, but it's really hard to do that. Everybody has different shapes and sizes as well as different heights. So it's, you know, hard without me having a lineup of a bunch of people who are different sizes say, see, this fits. I can only tell you how it fits on me. So hopefully that information helps you out. The last question, actually, maybe it's a good thing that I had to re-record this video because this question did not make it into the last one because someone just asked me this a couple of days ago. And they asked me about this color here. So this color is the Graphite Saffiano, and I'll give you a beautiful spin. Now, obviously, I have my lights on in my office. I have a ring light over in the corner. I got another ring light in here, and I have a natural sunlight coming from that area over there. So there's a lot of light going on. But they mentioned that this bag does look kind of metallic. And I don't know whether I would define this bag as being a true metallic, but I will say that it does give you a shimmer and a glimmer. Without the lighting, just with me flipping on my lights in my closet, it does have a sparkle to it. So while, like I said, I won't say that it's actually a true metallic, it's not a dull, flat color, and there is some sheen on this bad boy. Also, the color, they asked me whether it was kind of like a light, medium, or dark gray. And it was so funny. I was trying to figure out kind of like what shade it was. And, oh, I'm going to grab, okay, so comparison here would be my shirt has a lighter gray shade to it. And this next to it, I don't know if you can see that, but this is a little bit darker. So I would say this is a light gray. This one is I would say medium to dark gray. And I had an issue picking medium. I know it's definitely not like completely dark gray, because I feel like a dark gray would be more like very close to you not being able to tell whether it's black. Like when you see a dark navy and you have to put two things up together to see whether it's actually black or navy. It's not that dark, but I would say it's on a deeper medium side. So that would be how I would classify the color. So hopefully that information helps you out. Help summarize the questions that I have received so far. Let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. And also, if you don't know, this bag is $298 full price. I have purchased 2 so far. I have not paid full price for either one of them. I think my first one I paid $205. And then this one that I've had for at least a year now, or maybe 2 years now. I can't even remember. Probably 2 years, because yeah, I think it's been 2 years. But anyway, when I got this one, it was under $200. I want to say it was like $140, $150. It was like a really good price. So Low & Sons does have sales. Check out their sales. They have a lot more color combinations in the Saffiano than they do the Napa leather. But like I mentioned before, if I'm going to pick one, I would pick, if I'm going to buy another one of these, I am going to buy another Low & Sons Pearl in the Napa leather, either in black or navy. Or actually that brown. I really do like that brown too. So one of those 3 colors. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this information was helpful for you, and I hope to see you, or I hope you see me in another video. All right, thank you. Bye.